What if I could show you how every single homeowner's email address that you could gather was worth $240? That's exactly what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give you the step-by-step program that can help you have all the listing opportunities you've ever wanted. Listings are the name of the game in real estate, and so what I want to do today is give you a step-by-step system, a systematic plan that over the next 12 months you can build a funnel that will be chock full of opportunities for you to generate listings no matter what the market's doing. It's going to start with some basic things, but I want to get down into the numbers, get a little geeked out on the numbers right here. Stick with me, because after I show you the numbers and give you the value here, I'm going to show you the step-by-step program that's going to help you walk into everything you want in your business. So here's how the numbers break down to a daily activity plan. What we want to do is we want to gather 3 email addresses of homeowners or property owners every single day, 5 days a week for 50 weeks for the year. That ends up coming out to 750 total email addresses for homeowners. Now we're going to talk about the plan of action, what to do, because it's not just gathering those, it's the plan of action that really makes this work. But think about this way. If at the end of this year we have 750 email addresses for homeowners or property owners, all of a sudden now what we realize is that in the average real estate market, you're going to have turnover of 1 every 10 years. 10 years is when a sale's going to happen. So in that case, we're going to have, out of that 750 homeowners, we're going to have 75 of them on average. They're going to be selling every single year. Now imagine if we only get 20% of those people, and listen, the program I'm going to show you in just a minute, you'll get at least 20% if you'll follow this program. But if you only get 20% of this program, of these 75 that come each and every year, you're going to get 15 additional listings. Think about that number, 15 additional listings every single year. If the average sales price is $400,000, all of a sudden now what we're looking at, based on that, the gross commission at 3% is going to be $12,000 per house that you actually have come in. 15 of those, and all of a sudden now we're sitting here looking at roughly $180,000 worth of income that you're going to receive from those 15 houses each and every year. If I break that down, divide it by 750, all of a sudden now we're talking about $240 every single time that you add one of these email addresses and you plug it into the system that we're going to get to right now. I promise you, once you understand that, it's easy to set a daily goal of gathering these 3 people and putting them in this system. I got to tell y'all that Noah was just going amazed at my math right there. Listen, when you've been figuring commissions for 28 years, that stuff rolls really quickly. But let's get to the plan of action now and really break this down on exactly what this program looks like, because part of the program is how are we going to gather these 750 homeowners or property owners email addresses. Let's start with the low-hanging fruit. Who is it you know that is a homeowner? We ought to have every single person we know in there. So let me give you an example of the call that you make to gather that email address, and so that they know that this is going to start happening. Just simply call those folks and just say, hey, it's Jimmy, it's been a little while. Listen, I'm doing something with my real estate program where I'm actually adding value to homeowners. I'd love to set you up in this program where you receive updates on properties that come on the market. We've also got a tool that'll give you an updated valuation on a monthly basis. And then just keep in touch every so often. If it's okay with you, I'd love to put you in the program because I'd love to get your feedback on this. I promise you, those people that know, like, and trust you, they'll be glad to give you their email address. Or you just simply say, hey, it's Jimmy, listen, I got a great new program for people that are homeowners where it's going to give you updates on what's going on with your value. If it's all right with you, I'd love to set you up in the program so that you can receive that information. If there's too much coming, you just let me know and I'll take you out of it. But I'd love to just get your email address. I promise you, you'll gather those email addresses very quickly on the front end. All right, so let's talk about the fact that maybe you've gathered all the people that you know that are homeowners, or that you've come to a point where you're now trying to figure out, how do I continuously add 3 additional people on a daily basis, 5 days a week, that are homeowners into my database. This is what I did. This is how I built my business. So this is something that I'm excited to share with you, because I know that it works, because it's worked for me and for every single person that I've ever shown it to that has been actively used this to build their database. I'm calling homeowners that have had an activity around them, some type of sales activity, a new listing, something that it was recently sold, and I'm just giving them information about this. My goal is not to sell them anything on this call. My goal is to add value and give them information that they may not have, and also to build a relationship in a way that they're comfortable to give me their email address at the end of the call, so that I can continue to add value in a way that helps me move them from knowing, liking, and then ultimately trusting me. So this is what the calls sound like. Hey, this is Jimmy Burgess with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but the house 4 doors down from yours recently sold, and it really changed the pricing of the homes and the value of the homes in your market like yours. I was just curious if you had heard about that sale. And they'll either say yes or no. And then they may say, well, yes, can you tell me some more details? Well, absolutely, I'd love to share with you details. Give them the details about the sale, what happened, how it compares to theirs, because we've done our research on that. And then just simply say, you know, I'd be the worst realtor in the world if I don't ask, is there a price where you guys might consider selling your house? If they don't respond to that, or however that goes, you can tell when people want to get off the phone, or where they want more information, or they ask you how the market's going, and you can talk to them about what you're seeing out there. You can tell them how many houses are on the market now in their neighborhood versus a few years ago. You can talk to them about the average days on the market. You can tell them what we're seeing pricing wise, whatever the case may be. Just give them valuable information. And when we do that, then at the end it'd be like, listen, I'd love to keep in touch. I've really enjoyed talking to you. I'm not going to blow your phone up, but I love to keep up via email, so that if there's something that you have more questions about, all you have to do is reach out to me and I'll be glad to give you that information. Typically, you're going to grab their email address at that point. It's going to be an easy opportunity for you to say thank you. Now what we're going to do is once we've gathered that email address, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write a handwritten thank you note with 2 of your cards in it and send it to them. Thanks for taking the time for speaking with me today. I look forward to keeping in touch in the future. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. By making that contact, gathering that email address, now we've got the foundation that we can begin to add value to these homeowners. All right, first step is gathering the email address. Now comes the real portion of where we really add value and where we really take this to the next level. I'm going to talk to you about step-by-step instructions on how to do this. The first thing we're going to do is, whether it's on your MLS or whether it's in your website preferably, you want to place that person where they have a search of properties like theirs, that when something comes on the market or something goes under contract or is sold, that they're emailed updates on those properties. This is something that will systematically happen as things hit the MLS. It will automatically let them know of properties that are like theirs. We put the search criteria in. That's the first step. The second step that we want to do is that we want to come in then and we want to utilize Homebot, which is a great tool that provides them with a monthly update of the valuation of their home and the opportunities they have with the asset they have. Cash out refinance, HELOC loans, what their equity is. It talks to them in a way that is very professional, and this tool has a over 70% open rate, which means that consistently branded to you, you're going to be shown as someone on a monthly basis that's adding value to them, as well as adding value as things come on the market, you're thinking about them. This gives you the opportunity really to set up with details about what's going on in their market, about their house, that is very specific to them. The next thing we're going to do is that you're going to have your monthly newsletter or weekly newsletter, whatever time frame it is for you. Those folks are going to be in that, where they're going to be receiving that as well. Last but not least, we're going to set up a systemized, personalized conversation follow-up plan. Now, this is going to involve 3 different things. It's going to involve one, and this is the way that I did it. You can modify this, but this is what worked for me. The first one is that I had a text. Hey, it's Jimmy Burgess. Just wanted to make sure that you're receiving the updates on properties like yours. I want to make sure I'm not overwhelming you, but I want to make sure that you're receiving the information that you want. Please let me know if I should change the frequency of emails that are sent to you, or the type of properties I'm sending to you, or if there's another area that you're interested in that you'd like for me to add so that you can receive updates on those. This is a simple text. These typically come back with one of a couple things. Please take me off your list. That's fine. We've eliminated someone that actually is not interested in our service. Or it comes back and says, the frequency is great, the homes are great, thanks for keeping in touch. Whatever it is, that's a touch point. We want to do that once a quarter. The next quarter, 3 months later, what we're going to do is we're going to have a voice phone call. Just a check-in call. Hey, it's Jimmy. Not sure if you've seen what's been going on. Been about 3 months since I checked on you. I wanted to make sure the information you're receiving from me is valuable. Listen, if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Quick phone call, check in, touch, continue to build relationship. Ask them about the things that they had mentioned to you. One of the things on that first phone call is anything you find out about them, you're putting that in your CRM so that when you make that next phone call, you can go back and you can reference that. Hey, I heard little Johnny was going to college this next year, still planning to go to wherever they said he was going the last time, or whatever the life events that they mentioned. You see, once you have that personalized touch, when you're talking to them personally on the phone, that's our second touch, which is the next quarter. Then we're going to go out, because these are 4 a year. We're going to do one, the first one, text. Second one's the phone call. Third one is actually going to be an email. I liked video email. I liked using BombBomb, where I would specifically speak to them. Hey, Mr. So-and-so, this is Jimmy Burgess. Listen, just been a few months since I checked in. Just want to make sure you're still getting the information, everything's there. Listen, the market's moving a little bit. If you're curious about what's going on in the market, how it might affect your house, don't hesitate to reach out. Hope you and the family are well, and I'll talk to you soon. That's a quick video email. You can see that they clicked it with using BombBomb, or typically if you put that on there, what I do is I'd have the sign up, because the GIF or GIF starts when you start playing something on BombBomb. It's embedded in the email. I would put hey and their name on there, and I'd do this. Immediately they would see that it's personalized to them and they click play. So I had a great click-through rate on that. And then the fourth month, or the fourth quarter, that we're going to do the personalized touches, we're going to do an unsolicited video CMA. This is where we are going to record our screen, give an update of the valuation of their home in a 3 to 5 minute thing. We're going to give them a range of value, but we're going to tell them, listen, if you're curious about selling your house and you're curious about exactly what it would bring right now, don't hesitate to give me a call. Take me 5 minutes to walk through the house. I can tell you exactly what it would sell for. But we're going to give them these personalized touches once a quarter, 4 times a year. If you'll implement this program and you'll keep in touch with these folks, if you'll make sure that they're receiving updates on properties like theirs, if you'll give them a valuation update that's valuable like Homebot, I promise you're going to get your at-bats. Also, when you're having these conversations, life events will come up and they'll say, hey, actually, our son is moving off to college. Or, hey, actually, we're thinking about downsizing in a few years. Hey, we're getting ready to move closer to the kids in 3 years when I retire. All of this information goes into your database. All of the information there helps you find out who it is that you should ramp up your personalized communication on and who you should let the system do what it does. I promise, if you'll implement these programs, if you'll just gather 3 email addresses of homeowners or property owners every single day, 5 days a week, for 50 weeks in a year, I promise at the end of the year, your business will look completely different than it does today. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. I specifically chose the video below for you because it builds on the one you just watched. I hope it's helpful, and I'll talk to you soon.